my name is Melissa Lugrain.
And my name is Alberto Mancia.
We're Snap and Photo Booth from Anaheim. And today we're going to tell you how our first photo booth experience went. Okay?
How did you guys get this event?
Oh, so my friend was getting married and I thought it would be a great idea to gift her the photo booth. That way we can get more content, get the experience, and she allowed us. Luckily the venue was okay with it too.
How many hours?
3 hours?
3:30, 4, 5, 6, yeah, about 3 hours.
3 hours for the event minus the time that we spent beforehand setting up, about an hour or so.
Yeah, she wanted us to set up earlier, like 3:30, but we actually didn't start the booth until after we ate.
Yes, a little bit before that.
A little bit before, but once we did start it, I would say about 3 hours.
So, what equipment and photo booth did you bring to this event?
Well, we had the backdrop. It was like a barn kind of theme, so we had the wooden backdrop. We had the wedding props with the sayings on them, hats, the lips, the mustaches. What else do we have? And our photo booth.
Which was?
The tie one, the
PBI black tie.
PBI black tie, but the white one.
All right, so you guys showed up to the event. What was the first thing you guys started doing? Setting up or talk to the venue?
We talked to the venue and found they had a spot for us to set up, and they were helping us, like, okay, you're gonna set up here. They said usually the photo booths set up like in this general area, and then we just kind of talked it out. And then first things are always, we like to put up our backdrop first.
Did you have enough space? Was it workable, or was it like too small?
It was a lot of space,
yeah.
Actually. It was
good.
plentiful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we could have put our table on one side, on the other, backdrop anywhere. It was, yeah, we had good space.
So, what was the first headache to this event?
The extension cord.
Yeah.
The extension cord, in the email that they sent us, they said you just need a 25-foot extension cord, which we had, but come to find out we were just a little bit shy of that. So I had to go make a Home Depot run to go buy the 50-foot extension cord. And that was pretty stressful, but the lesson we learned from that, as I was already leaving Home Depot with the extension cord, Melissa calls me and says, hey, all I did was ask around and they had an extra extension cord and sandbags as well, because we needed sandbags because we noticed that there was, it's pretty windy at that day. So we needed to hold it down and we forgot to buy some, and long story shorter,
they were helpful.
They were very helpful, and all we had to do was just ask. Then they helped us out.
There you go, Melissa. So you just had to ask around?
Yeah, exactly. They were helpful. They were really nice. Yeah.
Got it. Now, this event was outside.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know what to expect?
No.
Would you have changed it to inside, or it wasn't possible?
No.
It was
all
all
needed to be
outdoor.
outside, yeah.
And what's the second headache you went through with this?
Oh, the lighting, the sun, and the wind. The wind with our backdrop, it was totally like shaking. Luckily, they had a pole that we just leaned it up. We kind of just shifted it, and I was like, oh, we should just lean it up right here, because the sandbags, it just could only do so much. So that was another one, the wind. It was by the beach, Huntington Beach, so pretty windy. And then the sun was always changing. It was bright, it was going down. So at one point when they're taking pictures, it was really bright, or as the sun was going down, the pictures were like too dark. So it was always having to adjust the camera,
I think that leads into one of the second lessons that we learned that day was, apart from asking, it was also really when to start the photo booth. We learned that it's really the best time as far as a wedding is concerned to set up during their dinner time, and so that way as soon as they're done, they can just go right into the photo booth. And hopefully too, the sun might be down, and at that point we don't have to constantly be adjusting the camera to get a better picture, because that's just more work on us ultimately, is what we learned.
Yeah.
Now, you guys were going through these issues. How were you feeling, Melissa? What was going through your brain, your emotions?
I was nervous. I was like a little stressed out. Like my heart was pumping a little bit, like sweating. But no, luckily having him by my side, it was like, okay, let's figure this out together. I wasn't on my own, so I felt like that helped out. Like, we can do this. We can do this. Just let's get this going. We got it. So, but yeah, at first it was like a little nerve-wracking.
All right. So you guys fixed those issues, and then people started taking photos, or was there another thing that happened in between?
Just the lighting. So yeah, again, it was either too bright, so we had to tell them, oh, hold on, let me, we were taking shots to try to get the right lighting, and then it was good. And then as the sun was going down, I was, helping the booth. He was going to the restroom or something. He wasn't there, and it printed and it came out dark, and I was like, oh no. And so he saw me and he came over, he's like, do you need help? Because he knows I'm not too good with that stuff, which I'm learning. I always want to learn. I'm like, show me, what do we do? We learn together, trying to learn all that stuff with the camera. But yeah, they were standing there, and I was like, sorry guys, let me just adjust the lighting. So, but yeah.
Hey, that's great experience though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, are you still struggling with anything, Melissa? Or you think you got it down? Or anything you want to perfect?
I want to learn more about the camera.
What type of camera do you have?
I don't even know.
I think it's a Rebel T7. I think that's what it is.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Struggling. We struggle with
The
really
aperture,
there you go. The ISO settings.
all that stuff, So we just need to learn a little bit more about that.
What about the software? Making custom
Yeah.
images and all that. Where are you guys at with that?
We're
Pretty good.
We're pretty
at
good
first.
at it, I would say.
Definitely confusing. We're watching YouTube videos of how to do it. But I think we're getting the hang of it right now. We haven't come across anything too challenging. I feel that someone wants us to put on their template, for example. I don't know how we would go about in doing that. If they wanted something specific, or, getting the image clear, so far so good. So it's been kind of easy. Not easy, but once we got into it, making the templates isn't too bad.
Got it. And people were taking pictures. How did it go for the rest of the night?
pretty smooth, I would say.
Good, yeah. Oh yeah, we had a line. Once we got the sun basically the sun was down, and we let the DJ know, hey, the photo booth is officially open. We had a line. They were just like waiting, and it was good. They all had fun, laughing. They loved it. They loved it.
Did that boost you guys' confidence a little bit?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. It was nice to see people, engaging with our booth, and it felt nice. It felt wonderful.
Yeah.
It kind of felt a little bit like we were. I remember it made me feel like we were kind of almost back at my sister's wedding a little bit, and the whole reason that we kind of got into this business in the first place.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Yeah.
So
we want to
nice.
have fun with them. We want to bring the fun to the events, and it was great. And also, I was gonna say, another thing that we learned that night was that we needed the strobe flash, because the shadowing of the pictures, I'm like, oh no, that's horrible. That's not postable. We can't post that. So we ended up getting the strobe flash from PBI, and now, oh my gosh, night and day difference.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. The lighting is so much better. We got the umbrella and everything, so that was a big help.
Wrapping up, finishing, how did it go? Did you guys stop at a certain time, or when did you stop?
We stopped
Around. Well, the wedding ended at 10, so we stopped around 9:30. Yeah. By the third hour mark, it was like, okay, start.
And how was putting everything away? Easier than setting it up?
It was a lot easier. It was a lot easier.
Oh yeah.
I think we're pretty good at that.
No needing to run to Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was nice. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't a place where we had to really go out of our way to go to the car or anything like that. So we were really fortunate with that event, I would say.
Got it. And let's say there's somebody out there that wants to start a photo booth business, but they're not sure to pull the trigger. They're scared of their first event. What advice do you guys have for them?
I would say, if you can, do your first event maybe with, friends and family, to get comfortable with your booth, to know how, just to get comfortable. It's going to be nerve-wracking at first, and be on time, so you don't feel rushed, or you're with people that you know.
I would add into that as well. the saying goes, I think, that people forgive bad food but not bad service. So again, leaning into her idea of going with family, your family is going to be a lot more forgiving than someone who is paying for your services, and it's just a really good place to make you feel comfortable and to really just get used to your photo booth and grow
birthdays,
from there.
Christmas, do it everywhere. Just have fun with your booth and get content setting up and take pictures anywhere. And it's like, oh, we could bring our photo booth there. Let's do it. We could get pictures, Yeah, friends and family. All right, guys, so that's how our first photo booth went. Let us know how your first photo booth went in the comments below. Again, my name is Melissa.
And I'm Alberto.
We're Snap 'em Photo Booth from Anaheim, and we bring the fun.